everybody, my name is Lindsay Metz and I chose activity 8.5, which is the word part shuffle. This activity is in the derivational stage and it is located on page 327 of your textbook under vocabulary activities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and show you how to incorporate this activity into your classroom, and then we will come back and we'll talk about some different online resources. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this is activity 8.5, the word part shuffle. Now, again, I have all of these laid out. Obviously, part of the activity is shuffling them so that they can then look through them. But first, you're going to divide your students into small groups. And again, this is not a competition. It's just a fun way to learn about word parts. And you may want to think about that when you're establishing your groups. You could definitely pair stronger students with students who may be having some trouble, or English language learners. So that's something to think about. So each group will receive a deck of cards with prefixes, suffixes, base words, root words, and then they will use these word cards to make words. And again, by make, I mean already existing words that would be found in the dictionaries, just standard words. Once that is done, they will create their own original word. And this is a word that does not exist, so it's definitely fun. So they get to create their own word and use as many of these cards as they can to do so. Once they make their own word, they are going to make a definition for that word, and then they will share that word with other groups. Now, one way that this can be modified is, if you'll see here, you can see that this one and this one and this one are all color-coded. So you can color code the suffixes and the prefixes and the root words and the base words by color. That way, students know that green means suffix, the orange means prefix, and so on. So that's going to help them a little bit. And then another option is, if you wanted to, at the bottom of each card or on the back of each card, just write an example of one word in which this suffix could be used. And again, I would just add in the rule, that they can't use that word, but just as an example. So now we're gonna flip the camera back around and we will talk about some online resources to help with this activity. So here we go. Welcome back. Okay, so we just saw how we incorporate the activity into our classroom. I found 2 online resources that you can add to this activity, either before or after, or one resource you could actually use within the activity. So the first one is going to be the game Rooting Out Words. This is on funbrain.com. It's just a fun little activity in which the kids can look at different root words and how they're used. So what happens is the game provides you with a definition and a kind of reminder, this root word means this, and then they give you a sentence and you have to pick the correct word. The second online resource is on the website Learn That Word, and it has several lists of prefixes, suffixes, root words, base words, and then within that list it has the meaning, origin, definitions, and then examples of each. So it's just a great big database that kids can look at. Maybe they want to browse through it before the activity. If they get hung up on a prefix or suffix within the activity, maybe they can, get on their computer or their iPad or their tablet, whatever you have in the classroom, and they can just kind of browse through there to give them ideas. So I hope you like the activity. If you have any questions, just let me know.